जामवंत के बचन सुहाए सुनि हनुमंतर दया भाई तब लगी मोई परखे तुम भाई सही दुख कंद मूल फल खाए। तो ये वर्सेस में हनुमान जी को जामवंत जी रियलाइज करवाते हैं कि यस यू आर केपेबल ऑफ क्रॉसिंग द ओशन एंड ये जामवंत जी becomes the catalyst in transformation of Hanuman ji and making him realize of his true potential. So she describes that even one moment of satsang and spirituality which she faces with Hanuman ji compared to the years of darkness she was living in with Ravan.
हर एक वर्स में बहुत सारी चीज़ सीखने के लिए अगर हम एक दिन भी एक दोहा पढ़कर उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने की कोशिश करें सो इट्स गुड लर्निंग फॉर अस। तो
यहाँ पर हनुमान जी को एक सीशोर पे एक बहुत बड़ा माउंटेन दिखता है जहाँ पे वो बार बार छलांग मारते हैं टेस्टिंग हिज ओन एबिलिटी। Even though he knows that he is capable of achieving the task, he tests his own ability until he is personally sure that he can do it.
Hello everyone. Today I am excited to welcome a very young and inspiring author, Riddhi Kabra, a daughter of Deepa Devang Kabra. At just 16, she is preparing for architecture entrance exams. Along with that, she is following her passion for writing. Her love for Indian mythology helped her to write her first book, Sundar Kand, an ancient wisdom for modern minds. She is very creative and curious. She loves basketball, painting, and music. So let's hear from Riddhi about her writing journey, her inspiration, and what is there we can learn from it. तो चलते हैं पॉडकास्ट की तरफ. Welcome Riddhi to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a true honor for me to be here. I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
Riddhi, what inspires you to write this book Sundarkand at this young age?
So the inspiration of this book comes from my family actually. So throughout these years they've been following traditions and values which they've implemented in me. And जैसे हमारी family में हर साल अखंड रामायण होता है and every Saturday they recite Sundarkand. So all of this and this environment made me realize that mythology has so much to it. They say it's not just storyline, it's like learning outcomes also, and the devotion, the representation of dharma. It's beautiful in mythology. That's what the inspiration of this book is. So my family has been doing a lot towards mythology, which helped me realize that it has a lot of scope, and that was the inspiration of the book.
Wow, it's really interesting to know.
Yes.
So what was that moment that made you decide that it had to be written?
So basically in my 10th grade, we had to make a project which had to be commercially valuable and community beneficial. So we had to make a product. So this is when I wanted to combine my interest in mythology and my interest towards arts and paintings. So to combine both of them, I made an illustrative picture book which had all the illustrations of the Sundarkand, which showcased the storyline. So that's when I realized that wow, Sundarkand has so much to it, because during the illustrations or during the making of the illustrations, it was so helpful for me also. And then when I told this idea to my teachers and my friends and my family, they were also very surprised. And most of my friends didn't know what Sundarkand really is. So that's when it clicked to me that they don't even know the storyline of Sundarkand. So
what is today's reality?
Exactly.
Yes.
So I was like, I had to make an impact on this and not just stop on the illustrative picture book. I had to give the learning outcomes of the verses, because Sundarkand is not just a story. It has a lot of depth into it. So that is when it clicked, and that is when I started writing the book.
Wow, that's so nice to hear this. Actually, I would like to share, friends, that she, as she told, that all the illustrations she has made, all are in this book, and they are very beautiful. Yes,
Thank
that's
you.
great, Riddhi.
Yes.
Who influenced you to write this book?
So during the process of making the book, my dad, he was the main guiding source. He helped me translate each and every verse because Sanskrit is very difficult to translate, and he had a lot of knowledge of pehle se hi, and he knows about Sundarkand a lot. So he helped me translate it. And my mama ji, my ma, my nani, and my mom, they helped me decode the learning outcomes of each and every doha or the shlok in the Sundarkand. So my family support is how I managed to write the book.
It's good to know that you have got those values from your parents, and now your parents must be proud because of that thing.
Yes, definitely. It's all because of the elders and the guidance I've gotten from them.
Yes. Good, great. What is the aim of this book, Sundarkand?
Sundarkand is the main guiding source, and so that my generation resonates through it, that is the whole aim of the book, so that it helps them face challenges they have today. Like many people have anxiety, depression, or any type of stress. Sundarkand, through its learning outcomes, helps the person overcome that challenge, and that is the aim of the book.
I totally agree with you, Riddhi, because nowadays, in today's generation, there are so many things: stress, social media, competitions. So because of that, and if we don't have such kind of things learning with us, how to face those challenges, how to find out the solution from those challenges. But because of this knowledge of Sundarkand, they will definitely, and they will, if they will start implementing this kind of values in themselves, they will definitely face any kind of challenge.
Yes, definitely. Right? Like in the Sundarkand, they've mentioned ki when Hanumanji is about to cross the ocean, he doubts himself that will I be able to do this? But then Hanumanji को जामवंजी realize करवाते हैं उनका true potential. जैसे chapter 1 में एक verse है, जामवंत के बचन सुहाए सुनि हनुमंतर दयति भाई तब लगी मोहि परखे तुम भाई सही दुख कंद मूल फल खाए. तो ये वर्सेस में हनुमान जी को जामवंजी रियलाइज करवाते हैं कि यस यू आर केपेबल ऑफ क्रॉसिंग द ओशन, एंड ये जामवंजी बिकम्स द कैटलिस्ट इन ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ हनुमान जी एंड मेकिंग हिम रियलाइज ऑफ हिज ट्रू पोटेंशियल. तो जामवंजी जब ये रियलाइजेशन करवाते हैं, ही बिकम्स द गाइडिंग सोर्स, द एल्डर. सो इसमें हम सीख सकते हैं कि जामवंजी जैसे एल्डर्स या तो कोई भी एल्डर्स जिनके पास ऑलरेडी एक्सपीरियंस है, उनसे इनसाइट्स लेके वी कैन डू व्हाटएवर. सो that's like each and every verse of the Sundarkand has a deeper meaning within it, like I said before. Like this is one of the examples.
True. And it happy to see that you have such a deep knowledge in this. As you told me the shloka and you explained it very well. Really inspiring.
Yes, thank you so much.
As we know, there are so many stories and scriptures in our ancient tradition. Then why you chose Sundarkand that you connected personally?
So Sundarkand is like satsang. It's mentioned in the Sundarkand itself. Like when Lankini and Hanumanji, they have a conversation. Lankini tells Hanumanji that Tatas sukha apibarga sukha dharyu tulu ek anga tulana tahi sakala muna jo sutalavasat sang. So she describes that even one moment of satsang and spirituality which she faces with Hanumanji compared to the years of darkness she was living in with Ravan, that it does not equate. Like the satsang of 1 second is more than the years of dedication towards Ravan. So she highlights that each and every second you spend with the right company or the right people does not equate to the moments you spend with the wrong people. So like each and every verse, like I said before, Sundarkand, each and every verse has a deeper meaning within it. And like Lankini herself has said, that 1 second of satsang with Hanumanji taught her so much, and it equated to all the mokshas, all the liberations, all the success in life.
Yes, absolutely. हम किसके संगत में रहते हैं ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, और हम लोग वैसे ही ढलते जाते हैं. That's what you wanted to say,
yes,
right?
The value of good company.
Yes, definitely. That's so nice. And I even would like to tell you that I love सुंदरकांड. मैं खुद भी, और जैसे जैसे आप श्लोका बोलते जा रहे हो ना, मुझे भी ऐसा लग रहा है अच्छा उसको मैं भी रिपीट करूँ. Because I even read सुंदरकांड, हनुमान चालीसा. I am also a great devotee of Lord Hanuman. So that's nice, रिद्धि. रिद्धि, ये बुक लिखते वक्त आई एम श्योर आपको काफ़ी चैलेंजेस आए होंगे. सो व्हाट वाज दैट बिगेस्ट चैलेंज यू फेस्ड व्हाइल राइटिंग दिस बुक एंड व्हाट डिड इट टीच यू?
So throughout the writing of the book, the biggest challenge was translations and the illustrations. So translations mainly because Sanskrit is a very hard language to understand. And
Agree.
yeah, so my dad, he has a lot of knowledge about Sanskrit. So he helped me translate each and every verses of the Sundarkand. So he was the guiding source, of course. And that taught me the storyline of Sundarkand, because the translation helped me to decode the learning outcomes of the particular verse. So that was very beneficial for that. And then the illustration. So each and every illustration had to be resonating with the particular verse. So it had to be connected so that the readers don't get distracted, right? So that is when that challenge took place. So I got more feedback on how to refine the illustrations, which taught me how to be better at drawing and everything. So it helped me overall to write the book.
सुंदरकांड का ऐसा कोई दोहा आप मुझे बता सकते हो जो आपको पर्सनली बहुत कनेक्ट करता हो, या जिससे आपको जो आपको बहुत मीनिंगफुल लगता हो?
Yeah, so during the journey of Hanumanji across the ocean, when he realizes his true potential, वो ego में नहीं आते हैं. Instead of coming in ego, he takes that step or that action towards crossing the ocean again and again. So एक verse है सुंदरकांड में, सिंधु तीर एक भूधर सुंदर, कौतुक कूद चढ़े उता ऊपर, बार बार रघुवीर संभारी, तरके पवन तनय बल भारी. तो यहाँ पर हनुमान जी को एक सीशोर पे एक बहुत बड़ा माउंटेन दिखता है, जहाँ पे वो बार बार छलांग मारते हैं, टेस्टिंग हिज ओन एबिलिटी. इवन दो ही नोज दैट ही इज केपेबल ऑफ अचीविंग द टास्क, ही टेस्ट्स हिज ओन एबिलिटी until he is personally sure that he can do it.
Right.
So that is when I realized that this was the part of Hanumanji testing his own ability and knowing that even if he could achieve that task, he had to take actions before achieving that particular task to make sure that the action goes swiftly. तो यहाँ पर वो बोलते हैं कि success does not come like तुरंत नहीं आता है वो. You have to take a lot of action before the success comes. So he does not come into ego also. So that is the main learning outcome from this.
Yes, beautifully explained, Riddhi. I even agree with these things कि भले ही आपको बहुत नॉलेज हो, आपका माइंड बहुत शार्प हो, लेकिन आपको एक्शन लिए बगैर आप वो चीज़ नहीं कर सकते हो. यू हैव टू टेक एक्शन एंड देन यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस. लाइक यू सेड, हनुमान जी ने बार बार छलांग लगाई, वो प्रैक्टिस किया, उसके बाद देन ही हैज taken a first step of jump over there.
Yeah.
So yes, that's true. How can we apply this teaching in our everyday life?
So Sundarkand has a lot of verses. Like there are 60 dohas in Sundarkand, and each doha has its own significance and meaning. So applying each and every doha in our life is a very crucial part of the entire aim of the book, actually.
Yeah.
So, for example, there's a doha. सुनो कपि तोई समान उपकारा, नई कोई सुर नर मुनि तनुधारा, प्रति उपकार करू का तोरा, सन्मुख होई न सकत मन मोरा. So this is when Hanuman ji comes back from getting Sita Mata's message to Shri Ram, and Hanuman ji Shri Ram को बोलते हैं कि हाँ मैंने ये सब टास्क अचीव किए हैं, बट मेरा इसमें कुछ है ही नहीं, मतलब मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं है, आपके ब्लेसिंग्स और आपके ग्रेस से ही सब हुआ है. एंड ड्यूरिंग दीज वर्सेस राम जी हनुमान जी को बहुत प्रेज करते हैं कि आपके जैसा मेरे पास कोई है नहीं, आपने जितना मेरे पे उपकार किया है उतना किसी ने नहीं किया है. And Hanuman ji showcases true humility over here, which is represented beautifully. So like I said, Sundarkand, each and every verse has its own significance and meaning, and applying that to our life is like very important. It's like the first step of the aim of the book. So even like all the readers who are reading the Sundarkand, you have to make sure to incorporate each and every verse. It's not like you can, ऐसे नहीं बोल रही हूँ कि पूरा सुंदरकांड एक दिन में पढ़ के ऐसे तुम सब समझ लो. Even if you read one verse every day, each verse has a deeper significance within it. So
yes,
that's
yes.
the whole outcome.
Yes, yes, totally agree that हर एक वर्स में बहुत सारी चीज सीखने के लिए है. अगर हम एक दिन भी एक दोहा पढ़कर उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने की कोशिश करें, so it's good learning for us for in our personal life as well.
Yeah, definitely.
That's nice, Riddhi. Seeing that kind of knowledge you have, I'm really impressed. रिद्धि, जैसे कि आपने अभी एक श्लोक से हमको एक्सप्लेन किया कि कैसे हनुमान जी और राम भगवान का वो जो डायलॉग था उसके अंदर फील हो रहा है कि उनके अंदर बिल्कुल भी ईगो नहीं था और वो दोनों के लिए कितना एक दूसरे को अप्रिशिएट कर रहे थे. तो ऐसा हम हनुमान जी से, उनके ओवरऑल जर्नी से आप और कुछ ऐसे हमको बता सकते हैं कि ये यहाँ से आप लोग और हनुमान जी से हम लोग ये चीज़ सीख ले सकते हैं?
Yeah, so Hanumanji is a character who we can learn so much about. तो हनुमान चालीसा में भी mentioned है कि बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरौ कलेश विकार. So Hanumanji, who has bal, strength, buddhi, wisdom and vidya, knowledge, he has so many qualities and we can learn so much from him. And throughout the storyline of Sundarkand, it's not like Hanumanji didn't face any challenge. He faced challenge in every step. So first step was doubt, when he doubted himself. Then he crossed the ocean where he faced 3 challenges, Mainak Parvat, Simika and Sursa Mata.
Right.
Then he reached Lanka. वहाँ पे चैलेंज था कि लंकिनी को कैसे डिस्ट्रैक्ट करे एंड सीता माता को कैसे फाइंड करे.
Right.
तो वो पूरे जर्नी में हनुमान जी हमको बहुत कुछ सिखाते हैं, जैसे हैविंग फेथ, हैविंग करेज, हैविंग दैट humility inside you. Like even after achieving so many tasks, he's always humble and always gives all the credit to Sri Ram. So he has a lot of impact on the generations today. Like he's like a role model for all of us. So yes, Hanumanji is someone who we can learn so much from. So
much. Totally agree with this. So Sundarkand, na, that time we realized कि इतने सारे challenges से हनुमान जी गए, as you told. और उन्होंने कितने इजीली वो चैलेंज को फेस किया. इफ वी टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ इन आवर पर्सनल लाइफ, इफ वी हैव अ टारगेट और अ गोल टू अचीव, देन वी कैन इवन फेस दैट काइंड ऑफ चैलेंजेस एंड वी कैन अचीव दैट गोल एज हनुमान जी डिड.
यस, डेफिनेटली.
उनके पास गोल था कि उनको सीता माता को ढूंढना ही था, फिर चाहे कितने भी चैलेंजेस आए. और वही चीज़ हमारे प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में भी हम लोग फॉलो करते हैं, इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं, और करें तो दैट वुड बी रियली नाइस. कि अगर हमने एक टारगेट सेट किया और उसे अचीव करना है.
तो ये तो सुंदरकांड में मेंशन भी है कि उन्हें बोलता है हनुमान तहि परसा करि पुनि कीन प्रणाम राम काज कीनी बिनु मोहि कहा विश्राम.
So
he didn't stop till the goal was achieved. तो मैनाक पर्वत जब आए थे, जब उनके सामने अपीयर हुए थे, ही सेड कि हनुमान जी आप रेस्ट कर लो थोड़ा देर, कुछ खा लो एंड देन यू कैन कंटिन्यू विथ योर जर्नी. बट देन ही सेड नो, आई हैव टू कंप्लीट श्री राम्स टास्क्स फर्स्ट एंड देन आई विल डू एवरीथिंग.
So friends, have you seen, there are so many things to learn. I am sure that when you read this now and you have set any goal, it will really help you to achieve that goal. So do read this Sundarkand. रिद्धि, हनुमान जी के बारे में तो हमने अभी डिस्कस किया. He is such a great ideal for us. But other than Hanuman ji, is there other character in this book you resonate with?
Yes, definitely. So there are many characters in the Sundarkand, and one of the main characters is Sita Mata, and she teaches us a lot of stuff. For example, it's mentioned in the Sundarkand, बहुविधि खलि सीता ही समझावा साम दान भय भेद दिखावा कही रावण सुन सन्मुख सयानी मंदोदरी आदि सब रानी. So this is when Ravan tries to manipulate Sita Mata into getting into the mahal with her or making her the head queen instead of Mandodari. So Ravan uses all types of ways of manipulation, like Sam, which is persuasion, Dan, which is gives, Bhay, which is fear, and Bhed, which is division. But Sita Mata's integrity does not move. She is like a faith of courage and like she has so much faith into Sri Ram that he will come to get me. Like even after months had passed, she was waiting under the Ashok Vatika for him to come and rescue her. And even though she did not get any message till then, she was still having that faith and courage that yes, he will come. She is like a pillar of integrity, and that's what like she teaches us, which is very important for us to learn, because many of us, we give up on that particular task after we hit some road or after we hit some problem. But then Sita Mata here showcases that patience and faith is the answer to everything.
कोई अपने को लेके जा रहा है अपने कंट्री से दूसरे कंट्री में, तो कोई भी गिव अप कर देता है, बट शी हैज नॉट डन दैट, एंड शी हैड दैट मच करेज एंड दैट टाइम इवन जहाँ पर कोई भी साधन नहीं थी, कोई भी मीन्स नहीं,
शी वाज सराउंडेड बाय रावण एंड राक्षस,
पूरे राक्षसों के बीच में रहकर वेटिंग फॉर लॉर्ड रामा टू कम एंड विथ हैविंग फेथ कि मुझे वो बचाएंगे ही, मुझे लेने आएंगे ही. That's really nice. That's really nice. Hearing all these things about श्लोका ना, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि बाप रे कितना डीप मीनिंग है, और वो मैं आपसे सीख रही हूँ आज. Thank you so much, Riddhi. Talking about misconceptions, many people nowadays think that these all scriptures, religions, these are for only religious people, not for us. Nowadays, young generation think like that. What do you say? What are your opinion in this?
Yeah, so like you said, like many people in our generation think that scriptures are very boring, and they were written like 17,000 years ago, and it just has a storyline which is no meaning to it. But actually they're very wrong, because each and every part of mythology, all the stories which happened like Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita or the Sundarkand, all of them has a very deeper meaning within it. And if you actually go through the storyline of each, you have a lot of learning outcomes. Like each character, each conversation they have, each action that they take has a very
meaningful, you can say every statement has a own meaning.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's very different, because people always think that mythology is just boring, it's just reading a story, and especially it's in Sanskrit now, so many people don't want to read it.
Understand it, right.
So that was the main goal actually. So that is why I wrote it in English, so that people can resonate through it. Like each and every verse is not just like a verse they just have to recite. It has a meaning to it.
Yes. So people just wanted to tell you that this book is written in English, and that is the reason behind it, that each and every even young generation could read it. Riddhi, can you explain a little bit to our audience how is the flow of this book? Can get inspired with this?
Yes, definitely. So basically the flow of the book includes of a total of 8 chapters, and each chapter has its own significance and meaning. So like it's shown over here. The first chapter is Hanumanji. So chapter 1 includes of the character he is, like what Hanumanji is and how he helps us, how he's a role model. The Sundarkand starts from chapter 2, which is the journey across the ocean. Then the adventure to find Sita Mata is in chapter 3. Chapter 4 talks about Mata Sita meeting Hanumanji. Chapter 5 includes of the conversation he has with Ravan. Chapter 6 includes of Lanka Dahan. Chapter 7 includes of Hanumanji meeting Sri Ram. And chapter 8 finally includes of Ram Setu. So that's how the flow of the book is. And each and every verse in the book is explained by its translation, and then it explains the learning outcomes of that particular translation, of that particular verse. For example, Jas jas sursa badana badawa tasu deen kapi rupa dikhava sat jo jan kar anana कीना अति लघु रूप पवन सुतलीना. तो यहाँ पे मैंने जैसे यहाँ पे लिखा है, ये पर्टिकुलर वर्स का यहाँ पे ट्रांसलेशन लिखा है. So it explains that Sursa Mata had widened her mount up to 18 miles or 13 kilometers, and this is when Hanumanji shrinked his size to as small as a mosquito, and he enters Sursa Mata's mouth and comes back. So he showcases, so after the translation I've written the learning outcomes, that he showcases that even in the second of all the problems, you just have to think and you just have to take that first step that you don't have to prove yourself. You just have to make sure you take the right decision. For example, he shrinked his size. He didn't use his strength. He used his knowledge. So that's what this verse teaches us.
Yes. It means just take a pause and then decide what
Yeah.
you have to do.
Exactly.
And again, I would like to tell that as she told, it's really helpful और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. जब आप पढ़ोगे ना उसको तो जैसे स्टोरी बुक्स होती है ना, वैसे ही हनुमान जी की स्टोरी इसमें दी हुई है और बहुत इजी लैंग्वेज में उसको एक्सप्लेन किया है रिद्धि ने. So Riddhi, did writing this book change your perspective in any way?
Yes, so writing this book gave me a lot of perspective as to what the learning insights are, because as I said, because throughout the writing of the book, even I learned a lot, because my dad helped me understand the learning outcomes and the meaning of the Sundarkand. So it actually, I implemented a lot of this because, for example, when I face any challenge, I go to my dad, I ask him what can be done. So this is, for example, it's mentioned in the Sundarkand, the first verse, which was Jamavant ke bachan sahai. So that verse teaches us that the importance of guidance from the elders, the people who walk the path before us.
Yes.
They can help us throughout the journey we take.
Yes.
So एल्डर्स का बहुत ज़्यादा रोल है. तो फिर जैसे हर वर्स में सुंदरकांड के ऐसे ही लिखा हुआ है. तो
it means whenever you need help, just ask to your elders.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. जैसे हनुमान जी, जामवंत ने हनुमान जी को हेल्प करी.
उनको, because they already have the experience and the knowledge, right? So they can help us go through the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
True. At such a young age, just in 16 years, I think you have started writing this book 2 years before. It means when you were in 10th standard.
Yes.
तभी भी अपने को पढ़ाई में ही अपना पूरा फोकस रहता है, पूरा कंसंट्रेशन रहता है, राइट? और you have completed this book, writing this book when you were in 12th standard. That time also we need a lot of focus, concentration in our study.
Yeah.
So how did you manage to write this book? I mean, how did you maintain the focus while writing this book?
Yeah, so Sundarkand did not really distract me from my studies. It was like a safe space where I could go for relaxation or like for a break actually. So that was a very helpful part because I actually needed that break from my studies, and I could actually balance it well. Like during my boards, I didn't write much, but like during my 11th grade, I had a lot of free time. So that's when I started writing more. And in 12th, it was just refining and making it better. So I think I managed it well, but Sundarkand is not really a distraction. It was a stress buster for me. So it was easy to manage my time throughout it.
Wow, lovely. It means it helped you during your study.
Yeah, it definitely did.
That's great. Riddhi, at such a young age you have written a book. आपने सोचा कि मुझे बुक लिखना है, and with the help of your family, with the help of Lord Hanuman ji, you have completed that book. तो वो first step आपने ली. So what do you think? But nowadays, actually, people they also think of doing something, but they don't take that first step. So do you have any message for us, for our audience, कि हम लोग जब कोई चीज़ डिसाइड करते हैं उसको शुरू करने के लिए हमने क्या करना चाहिए?
Yes, so definitely, as you said, that many people are afraid of taking the first step. So the aim throughout this book was so that, because Hanumanji, like, he has an ocean to cross too. He has so many challenges to face. So everyone has a challenge to face. Like, and if the Sundarkand helps the person to take that very first step with faith and courage, then the book has fulfilled its purpose. Because each and every verse in the Sundarkand teaches us a lot of insights and gives us the courage to take that first step, to take that first leap with courage. So that is the whole aim of the book. And like Hanumanji also took that first step of crossing the ocean, like jumping in one go.
Right.
That is how everyone through the Sundarkand, by reading the learning outcomes, can help them to take that very first step. So yes.
Very interesting. Beautifully explained. So friends, अगर आप कुछ करने का अगर आपने कुछ करने का ठाना है बट आप वो फर्स्ट स्टेप नहीं ले पा रहे हो, आई वुड सजेस्ट जस्ट ट्राई टू रीड दिस बुक. इट विल रियली हेल्प यू टू टेक दैट फर्स्ट स्टेप. Thank you so much, Riddhi, for sharing such a beautiful journey with us and giving a lots of insights about this Sundarkand, about Lord Hanuman and many other characters like Sita Mata and all. You have created a bridge between ancient wisdom and modern minds, and that is really wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's immense pleasure for me to be here and like to express the book so that it reaches all audiences. Thank you so much.
May Lord Hanumana bless you with courage, strength, humility and many more. Thank you so much. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Friends, after hearing our podcast, you must be excited कि how will we get this book, this Sundarkand. So link is available below in the description. So you can get this book from there. Thank you. दोस्तों, आप भी हमें कमेंट में जरूर बताइए कि आपने सुंदरकांड से क्या सीखा और वो आपने आपके जीवन में कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट किया. We would be happy to hear your story as well. Thank you so much for listening to the beautiful conversation with Riddhi and stay tuned for my next podcast.